Stay fresh music.
Yo, so what's going on guys, it's your boy LaazrGaming, welcome back to another GTA 5 video. So it's the 11th of June, only 2 days to go until Rockstar Games release the highly anticipated gun running DLC, and I know all of you guys are extremely hyped for this DLC. However, if there's one thing that we've all taken from the trailer is that this DLC is not going to be cheap whatsoever. We're talking about new weaponized vehicles, new bunkers, a bunch of new clothing, weapons, and plenty more. So I know for a fact all of you guys are going to be in need of some serious cash very quickly, so I thought I'd go ahead and put together the top 4 best ways to make money as of right now, as I am aware that we are all different ranks, we all have a different amount of money, we all have a different amount of friends that we can get online, plus you guys might just prefer to grind out one way rather than another method that suits you guys best. So hopefully by me doing a video like this, there's at least one method that all of you guys will be able to jump on GTA 5 straight away and grind out and make some serious money before the gun running DLC drops in just 2 days now. So as always, if you guys do want to enjoy the video and you do want to see me cover more epic money tips and tricks in the future, do be sure to drop a like down below, and also feel free to subscribe and hit that little bell so you guys get notified every time I upload a video. Without further ado, let's get into the methods. Okay, so the first money making method I'm going to be covering in this video is by far one of the best money making methods in recent times. It will easily earn you guys well over 50k every 10 to 15 minutes and is extremely easy to do, and that is by making the most of the double money in RP that Rockstar Games are offering on the special vehicle missions. There is quite a few different factors to work out your final pay when doing these missions, so I'll quickly go ahead and break down all the different factors so you guys can work out what actually suits you guys best and how to earn the max amount of money. If you guys aren't aware, to launch these special vehicle works you will need to register as a CEO and own an office. So if you guys don't own an office, what you guys can simply do is leave a comment down below and say need CEO and leave whatever platform you play on, so Xbox One, PS4. You might be better off leaving your gamer tag or your PSN as well so people can add you straight away. I have tons of active members in this community, always up for grinding money and helping each other out. And likewise, if you guys are CEOs, leave a comment down below and say need associates, and you guys should be able to put together a nice sort of group of you guys to grind this method out with. Or if you guys do prefer, you can come and join one of my GTA 5 crews. I will leave a link to my crews down below in the description. Only join the crew on the platform you guys play on, because each crew is individual to each platform. So I have 3 different crews for PS4, Xbox One and PC, and I have just made a bunch of free space in the crew right now today, so you guys will be able to join if you've been trying to join for the last few days, because the crew does fill up very quickly. And if the crew is full by the time you're watching this video, check back around 2 to 3 hours after I posted this video, and then I'm going to be kicking some more inactive members. Okay, so the first thing you guys want to do is get the CEO to be in his office and to go onto his laptop to launch one of these special vehicle missions. Now the first thing you guys are wondering is which mission is the best paying mission. I've seen a ton of different guys put out false information saying this mission pays the most, this one does. That's all horseshit. All of these missions pay exactly the same. So taking that into account, it only makes sense that you guys are going to want to do the easiest mission to grind the easiest and most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. So always go ahead and launch the very first mission called Escape Escort. It's actually the ramp buggy mission. It's actually a pretty fun and easy, straightforward mission. I will be showing you guys gameplay in just a second. However, as I explained, all these missions do pay the same. However, there is some different factors that you guys do want to take into account. So the very first thing you guys want to do is right at the top to change the difficulty to hard, so you guys get that 1.5 extra RP and cash. This mission is exactly the same whether you do it on hard, medium or easy, so you might as well be earning the bonus cash and RP every time you do it. Now the very first factor you guys want to take into account is the amount of players you guys are going to finish this mission with. So to make things very clear so you guys don't need any questions that need answering, as you guys can see on screen, I'm completing this mission with only one other friend, and we receive a very nice $39,000 for just doing it for one other friend. However, as you guys can see here, by me just completing it with another person in our mission, that jumps all the way up to just under 44k, and if I was to do it for full lobby, that would jump all the way up to 52k. So it is very important that you guys do wait those extra few seconds or minutes to invite people in. That's why I said make the most of the comment section down below, put together a nice little group of you guys to be grinding this method out, because you can be missing out on a very nice chunk of money for literally no reason. Now secondly, I know there's going to be a bunch of you guys like, wait Lazer, I remember doing this mission with one other friend and we never received 39k. That is basically because the second factor you guys want to take into account is the time spent in the mission. Just like the contract missions when I broke them down about 2 years ago, these work exactly the same. So you are going to be receiving more money the longer you stay in the mission. However, this is capped at 16 minutes. So in order for you guys to earn the maximum payout, you want to spend a minimum of 16 minutes in the mission. So the best thing to do is just go AFK right at the start of the mission, just like you guys can see on screen. The actual mission itself can be done well under 8 minutes. For experienced GTA 5 players, easily under 5 minutes. So what you can easily just do is leave your helicopter floating like I am on screen for about 10 to 12 minutes, eat your dinner, watch some of my YouTube videos, watch a movie, crack a shit, do whatever you guys like to do in the background, come back, simply complete the mission, and you'll be doubling your money for sitting AFK. There isn't a better feeling on GTA 5 for earning such nice money, especially when it's so goddamn easy. So like I said, once the mission's completed, all you guys have to go ahead and do is one of you get in the ramp buggy, another person get in the truck, and you just got to clear the way for your friend in the truck. By far the biggest tip I'm going to give you guys, and it practically will make this mission unfailable. If don't even know if that's a word, but basically you won't be able to fail this mission. Just stock up on snacks or body armors, and when you guys are sitting in your car, don't even use any guns. Just pull up your interaction menu, hover over snacks or body armor, and just be refilling it every time you get shot once, because your friend isn't going to need too much backup. He's going to have some random NPC heist members shooting the police for him. So all you guys are going to have to do is just do as I'm doing on screen. Just ram straight into all of the police trucks, knocking them out of the way, which like I mentioned at the start is actually pretty fun. So the fact that you guys are earning such good money for doing this, it definitely got to make it one of the best money making methods to be grinding out as of right now. So hopefully you guys do appreciate me quickly fully breaking down the best way to maximize the most amount of money during double money and RP with these new special vehicle missions. As you guys could tell, not only did the missions go extremely quickly, but they were extremely easy. The only problem, and it's not really even a problem, it's just finding 3 other players to grind this out with. So like I did mention, I do have 3 active crews on GTA 5 Online, and you guys are more than welcome to come and join any of the crews. I would say each of the crews are individual to each platform, so only join the crew on the platform you guys play on, because I can check what platform you guys do actually have linked to your social club. So I will be kicking PS4 players that join the Xbox One crew, or likewise if I get PlayStation players joining the Xbox One crew, I will be kicking you guys because you're just taking up someone else's space randomly. So like I said, I have 3 current GTA 5 crews that you guys can come and join. LaazrGaming X1 for the Xbox One players, LaazrGaming PS4 for the PlayStation members, and LaazrGaming PC for all the PC members. Only join the crew on the platform you guys do play on, because like I said, I'm going to be kicking a bunch of inactive players who are just filling up the crew for no reason, which leads me on to my next point. Whilst I'm making this video, the crew is currently full, and as soon as I upload this video, the crew might be full. So what I'm going to say to you guys is check back exactly about 20 minutes after I've uploaded this video, and there should be space in all 3 of my crews, and that way I can guarantee we'll have a ton of active members in the crew when you guys run line grinding at this method. Because like I said, when you can earn well over 50k plus a bunch of RP every single time you do this mission, none of you guys really have any reason to complain. Or if you guys prefer, like I said, if you don't want to join my crew, maybe you guys play in your own group of friends and you've got your own crew, all you have to do is just leave a comment down below with your gamer tag or your PSN, what console you play on, and I'm pretty sure you guys will be able to put together a group of you guys very quickly. I've got tons of active players in my community, always up for helping each other out and grinding out money. However, moving straight into the second money making method in this video, I'm moving away from a method that you can grind out non-stop for a long period of time. I thought I'd cover a very quick method, and that's how to beat this week's brand new time trial, which is literally only 2 minutes long. So you guys will be literally losing out on nothing by going ahead and giving it a go, because you will be getting rewarded with a very nice $50,000 for beating the part-time. So I thought I'd go ahead and show you guys how you could easily beat the part-time by taking a few little shortcuts and turns that you might have not noticed. But nonetheless, I've seen people complete this time trial in a Zentorno, an Elegy, yes, an Elegy, the free car, a T20, a Vindicator bike, but most importantly, I'm going to be doing it on the old classic Batty 801, as it only costs about, what, $10,000. You can fully upgrade it for cheap at a low rank, and you'll be able to smash this time trial out. So today's time trial is called Great Ocean Highway. It has a par time of 2 minutes 4 seconds, and is located right at the top of this car park. So what you want to do is have your front wheel outside of the starting, lane, pop a wheelie and go straight off this ramp. Try landing your back wheel on the road first so you can pop a wheelie as soon as you land like I do. Switch straight over to the right lane, keep on popping wheelies as much as you can. As soon as you guys approach this turn, you just want to hold down A or X to lean forward, take an immediate right and then an immediate left to go straight down this road onto the highway. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have been here before. Fleeter Job, Pacific Standard. Keep popping wheelies down here, stick to the right side, keep on sticking to the right side of the road, holding down A or X when you're not popping wheelies. Then from here, pop as many wheelies as you can. Literally, I can't emphasize this enough. When you see this large palm tree, switch over lanes, just keep driving straight like I do on screen, so it'll save you guys having to turn your motorbike. And again, like you guys can see me, try and stick to the inner side of the road so you're turning at less distance. Now from here, switch lanes when you're approaching the bridge into the middle bit of the road as there's no traffic. Now once you guys are in the middle bit of the road, try and stay in between these yellow lines. As you guys can see, I bounced off a car. Try not to do that, but this is going to show, even though I messed up, you guys will still be able to do this as long as you guys are following this route that I'm taking right now. Now from here, it's practically self-explanatory. You just want to follow this highway as quick as you can, avoiding the cars and popping as many wheelies. Try switch lanes when you're crossing this bridge just to cover some more distance, and then take an immediate right and stick to the inner lane again. When you guys are making these slightly shorter turns, try and hold A and X. Don't do wheelies when you're turning, just like wheelie like you can see me doing when you get a bit of clear space. Then try and switch over to the left lane to save you guys a few seconds. As you guys can see, there was a Kuruma trying to do this time trial at the same time and I overlapped him, just showing you guys this is definitely the best route. Just keep popping wheelies in the middle of this highway like you can see me doing on screen right now. And if you guys want to take note of the time, if you guys are able to enter this tunnel right here under 1 minute 40, then you're well ahead of the time and you will definitely pass this. 1 minute 42 I believe should be around the max. And if you guys pass some signs here on the right before the beeper starts to go, as you guys can see now, then you're definitely well ahead of the time. So if you pass that just as the beepers go in, then you should be on time to finish this within par. Now here's the finish line right on the right. You won't be able to see it until the last second as I did right on screen. Crashed right into a tree, finished its style, boys. You can't get a better finish than that. Wasted. However, moving straight on to the third method in this video, and that's by making the most of the special cargo. If you guys aren't aware, Rockstar Games are offering 25% extra cash on all of the final sales, so you guys can earn a very nice amount of money from filling up your warehouses and making that final sale. Me personally, as you guys can see on screen, I currently own 2 of the large warehouses which individually sell for 2,775,000. However, both of them combined will sell for over 5,550,000, which I think we can all agree isn't too bad at all. Now one thing I will say is I've already put together a massive ultimate CEO money making guide where I've covered a bunch of tips and tricks when filling up your warehouses on how to do it in the quickest way, so I'm better off just leaving a link to that video down low in the description to save myself repeating myself. However, one big tip that I will give you guys in this video and that I found saved me a bunch of time is you're better off owning 2 of these warehouses rather than 1, or even maybe you guys already own 1 large one and 1 small one, because by owning another warehouse you guys will be able to remove the cooldown period every time you want to do a resupply run. So for example, when I go into my laptop in my office, I've got warehouse A and warehouse B. As soon as I resupply warehouse A, if I go to resupply it again, it'll give me a 5-minute countdown. However, what I want to do from there is select resupply for warehouse B, and there will be no cooldown period, so you can continually be resupplying both your warehouses at the same time. Now what you guys can see on screen is what I would suggest doing when you guys go for the final sale, is just have 1 player in a buzzard just for safety. However, if you guys pay a note to the amount of money that I just received for selling my warehouse, I received an extra 120k on top of the projected amount, which was meant to be 2,775,000. However, I got 2,883,000. That's because we had some random players in our session when we made the final sale. You'll get a bonus for every player in your game. I believe it's about 15 to 30k per player. However, as you guys can see on screen, we only had 4 other players in our session here, and this time when I made the second sale of my warehouse, I received well over 2.9 million, so an extra 200,000 just for selling in a public session with other players. So I can only imagine if you try and make one of these sales with like 20 players in here, you guys would be earning a humongous bonus. But honestly, I wouldn't take that risk if I was you guys. I'd only make this final sale in a lobby of about 10 or so players. Now, not only are Rockstar Games offering 25% more cash on the special cargo, but they're also offering 25% more cash on all MC biker businesses. Now, of course, it usually takes hours to fill up your biker businesses. However, I'm going to be showing you guys an awesome method that's going to allow you guys to fill up any business within 15 minutes. Yes, the first thing, obviously, you guys want to own one of these businesses. Now, I have done a full breakdown guide on all of these businesses and how much they can earn individually. So I will leave a link to that biker guide down below in the description in case you guys don't own a business. But I can tell you guys now, straight off the top of my head, the best earning businesses are the Cocaine Factory first and the Meth Lab second. So straight away, I'm going to suggest you get one of these two businesses. It does work with the other labs as well, like the weed farm or the forgery farm, but these won't earn you as much. And of course, you guys are going to want to earn as much possible in the quickest amount of time possible. Now with me, I actually own the Coke Lab and the Meth Lab, so what you can actually do is do them both at the same time to double your money. So I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to do that as well in this video. And going off feedback from previous money guides, you guys seem to really appreciate when I break down these guides as if I just came online myself for the first time. So as you guys can see online, I'm here in my cocaine lockup and I've got 0 supplies. However, I've got 245k worth of product. Now it doesn't matter how much products you've got in your business already made, it matters on how much supplies you've got. So what you guys want to do if you've got 0 supplies is go ahead and do a steal supply mission. So you basically got a minimum of 2 supply bars. We're going to need at least 2 supply bars in any of our businesses to do this method straight away. The more bars you have, the better. However, you just need a minimum of 2 bars in your business, so you can do this mission solo. However, as you guys can see, I actually done it with a couple friends, so I guaranteed I at least had 4 bars in my business once we done this supply run. So fast forward in this gameplay, as you guys can see, I actually just went and sat AFK and let my crew members crack on with the MC work while I edit this video. And as you guys can see, they just resupplied my cocaine factory. Now as soon as I enter back into my cocaine factory, I've already got some supplies there waiting to be transferred into product as quick as possible. And how we're going to do so is very, very easy indeed. You guys are going to be mind blown when you see how easy and straightforward this method is. So all you guys want to do once you've got some product in your business is simply go straight onto your laptop and you want to go to steal supplies, and then once it kicks you out of your business, you're going to get a call from LJT. Listen to this phone call, count to 5 seconds. As soon as 5 seconds ends after you've hanged up the phone, simply press start and go ahead and find a new session. Now for some weird reason, because we went and found a new session, it's going to automatically convert some of our supplies into product, and because we've got all the upgrades in the cocaine factory, it's going to produce it 3 times quicker. So as you guys saw, I had 245k in my coke locker. However, when I go back to it right now, I've got 280k, so I've managed to make 35k in less than 1 minute. And if you guys thought that was good enough, simply go ahead and repeat the process again. So I go ahead onto my laptop, steal supplies, answer the phone call from LJT as soon as it kicks me from the business, wait about 5 seconds after the phone call finishes, simply press start, go ahead, find a new session, wait about 10-20 seconds, bang, it can put you down the road from your business, jump back on your bike, go back to your business, and bang, another 35k made as easy as that. Now my product is worth 315k. And just to prove to you guys that this method is 100% unlimited, I go ahead and do it yet again. Steal supplies, wait 5 seconds, find a new session, back to my business, and my product has gone up from 315 all the way up to 350k. So in the short 5 minutes of me recording this video, I've already made over 100k, and that is the flat rate base. By the way, your product will sell for more when you sell it in the opposite county, so that 350k is more like 525k, because don't forget we've also got the 25% bonus cash out that Rockstar Games are currently offering with this special promotion going on all the way up until the gun run and release date on the 13th. So you guys have definitely got to get on your grind and make the most of this. Now I know you guys are going to have a few questions which I'm going to cover right now. You guys might not own all of the upgrades in the business, so you might be wondering how much will a certain business make if I haven't got all the upgrades. So I'm going to let you guys know all about that right now before I cover the best way to actually make the final sell without any stress, so you can get it done in the quickest amount of time. So as you guys can see right here, I've moved away from my cocaine lockup over to my meth lockup. Now in the meth lockup, I only own 1 out of the 3 upgrades, and that's the security upgrade, and the other 2 upgrades are the staff and the extra facilities. And both of these 2 extra things which I don't own are actually the 2 things that increase the rate of your product. So if you guys are going to buy a new cocaine business or a new meth lab just to do this method right here, don't buy the security. What you're better off doing is buying the extra staff or buying the extra facilities, because that's actually going to help you guys make money more quicker. But just to prove to you guys how much you can actually earn if you don't own those two, which is still very, very good considering how much time it takes to do this method, ends up being about 15-16k every minute, which is still extremely good. But of course the cocaine factory earns us the max 35k with the supplies. But like I said, if you guys maybe don't have the money for the upgrades, you still will be able to earn a very, very nice amount of money from grinding this method. So I go ahead, as you guys saw, I had 14,000 worth of product in my meth lab. I simply went over to my laptop, steal supplies, answered the phone call from LJT, waited about 5 seconds or so, press start, go down, find a new session, puts me in a new session. As soon as I head back into my meth lab, my product has gone up from 14k all the way up to 30k. It's easy as that. And I simply go ahead and repeat the process again. It goes up from 30k to 44k. And just to prove to you guys that I'm still earning this very nice boost with only one upgrade, as soon as I enter back into my meth lab, when I go on my laptop, as you guys can see here, it allows me to purchase 2 of the 3 upgrades, which I didn't want to purchase because I was making such good money from my cocaine lockup already. This was just as an extra, and I'll explain to you guys why I decided to do 2 businesses at the same time rather than just doing the cocaine factory over and over again. However, as you guys can see, I repeat it once again, up from 44k up to 60k. And like I said, this works with every single business in the game. So if you guys don't currently own one of the cocaine lockups, I would definitely go ahead and invest in one of them, because you will be earning, like I said, over $500,000 every time you do this. And as you guys can see by the gameplay, it works every single time. I have never failed once doing this method. However, after about 10-15 minutes or so, you should be able to fill up your meth lab, and then once you guys have filled up your methamphetamines lab, this will be worth another $446,000. So already in this video alone, when I combine the sale of my cocaine lockup and my meth lockup, I'm going to be making $971,000. So just under a very nice round $1 million, which is absolutely insane. However, now you've got your businesses filled up to the brim, you need to go ahead and make the final sale so you can actually convert all that product into hard-earned cash, or easy earned cash in this case. So my best method of finding a solo session is very, very easy, and the best part about this method is it does also work on the Xbox One, which I play on. I've seen a lot of people throwing out these methods like, oh, change the date, open a different app, and all these different methods. Yeah, they are good, but they don't work on the Xbox One, so there's no point of trying to tell me a method that only works on one platform. I'd rather cover a method that works on every single platform. So this method right here to get a solo session 100% works on every single platform, and all you guys want to do is go ahead and create a playlist and add 1 race to the playlist. Now the 1 race you guys want to add is criminal records, because it is one of the quickest races, so you want to just get it out the way as quick as possible. Now once you guys have created the playlist, in my case I call the playlist why, just simply go ahead and complete the race in the playlist. Now once you guys complete the race, you're going to get greeted with this menu right here. Simply go ahead and like the race, and then as soon as you guys agreed with this playlist menu, you want to press restart. Now give it about 10-20 seconds, it should restart the playlist. However, once you guys get put back into the playlist lobby, simply back out from here, and then bang, as easy as that. You guys are now the host of your own public lobby, so you can simply go ahead and make as many sales as you want without any headache or any stress from any players coming over to you trying to destroy your product. And if you guys ever do find yourself in a situation where someone is coming next to you when you're making a final sale, if you're on the Xbox, simply dashboard very quickly. If you guys are able to dashboard within 30 seconds of your product being destroyed, then it will only count as like a quarter of the bar being destroyed. So you can simply reload GTA 5 online, and you'll only lose out on about 40k rather than losing out on the whole $500,000, which can be a fucking annoyance. Now of course I don't think you guys need me to tell you this, but if you guys have one of these businesses, then you know the more product you have will require more drivers. Usually you'll need between 3 to 4 delivery drivers, so do be sure to leave a comment down below, help each other out. What you're better off doing is all filling up your businesses at the same time, and then just all making the sales in the same public session, because don't forget the associates are also going to be getting around 30k for every sale, which only take about 5 minutes. So definitely be sure to leave a comment down below in this video, leave whatever console you play on, your gamer tag and your PSN. Like I said, put together a good little group of you guys. You only need about 3-4 of you. All of you fill up your warehouses, then you can all make the sale in the same solo public session, and you'll all be making millions right at the same time. Or if you guys do prefer, I will be kicking some inactive members from my GTA 5 crews. You're more than welcome to come and join one of my crews. We have tons of active members, always up for grinding money and helping each other out. I have 3 different crews: LaazrGaming PC, LaazrGaming PS4 and LaazrGaming X1. I will leave a link to all 3 down low in the description. Please only join the console on the platform you guys play on, because I can see if PSN players have joined the Xbox crew, and likewise with the Xbox One crew. However, as you guys can see here, once we go ahead and make the final sale, just to whack that guy for trying to salute me in the video. But as you guys can see, 540k made as easy as that. And you guys might be thinking, wait, how come you got 540 and you was only meant to get 525? That's because there was a few random players in our session, so you do get a little cash bonus for every player that's in your game. A good little tip I will give you is, if you get a high ranker in your game and he's a CEO and he's in like a buzzard or something and you don't really trust him, simply just text all of your crew or all of your MC at the same time and say kick and then add that person's name, just so you can all press start and kick him from the game, because that's the last thing you want is some random solo warrior coming over to you blowing up all your product. However, as you guys can see on screen, as soon as we made the coke sale and I got that nice 540k, I headed straight over to my meth lab and went ahead and made the final sale from this. So that's another great thing about these MC businesses. If you guys are usually used to grinding at vehicle warehouses, one of the most annoying things about those is you have to wait half an hour every time you make a final sale. Whereas with these MC businesses, there's no cooldown period. That's the reason why I prefer to do the meth and the coke at the same time, as I'm able to kill 2 birds with the 1 stone, and it's only about 100k difference between the coke and the meth lab. So that way I'll be able to earn an extra 400k for something that only takes me about 10-15 minutes to do, which I think we can all agree is extremely good. But you guys know me, good is good, but I like to do great. So instead of getting 400k, I ended up getting 545k from the meth sale as well, so easily an extra 150k near enough. And that was basically from me completing the sale with up to 17 players in my session. So what you guys can actually do is, when you're making these final sales, head over to the boats or the bikes, whatever, and when you're about 5 minutes away from making the sale, you can just spam out invites and fill up the lobby, because you guys, like I said, can earn up to 100k extra just from having players in your lobby. And if one of them do come over to you and try and destroy you, like I said before, just quickly dashboard so you don't lose anything. So it's completely up to you whether you want to make this sale in a solo empty session by yourself and still earn very, very good money, easily make millions from this, like 500k a sale, or if you guys do want to take the risk of earning an extra 100k by doing this final sale, just do it in a public session with your crew. Either way, you guys will be able to stack up a serious amount of money using this method. So there we go guys, 4 epic money making methods that all of you guys should be able to grind out and make some serious cash before this gun running DLC drops in only 2 days now. And as always, I will be showcasing everything about this DLC on my channel, so make sure you guys are subscribed. And if you guys do want to see me post more epic money and RP methods in the future, do be sure to show support by hitting that thumbs up button down below. Nonetheless, that is going to do it for me guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.